All right, folks, let's talk about brute forcing your way into entrepreneurship and success. So, one of the things that has been detriment to me, but also one of the factors for a lot of my success, has been my ability to just force things to happen. I'm going to take you back in time a few years. I had this employee. We ended up firing. She was awful. Just not a very good, not a very nice person. Very narcissistic. Very competitive with other people in our business, and she's just kind of um, she was manipulative. Let's just say that manipulative. And it took me a year to figure it out. I was convinced by people who worked with us, or by people who worked for me, that I needed to keep her around because she kept me balanced, right? I have ADD, visionary, where I'm just like, let's go, a million miles a minute. And I was convinced that I needed somebody to hold me back from that. And after a year, I was thinking about it. I was like, I didn't get where I'm at by listening to people who have no idea what they're talking about hold me back. I got to where I am by saying, that's a freaking awesome idea. Let's spend every waking second focusing on that and make it work. And as soon as I fired this person, our business grew almost overnight. Like, we started closing deals again. I got back in line with who I am as a visionary and just started like hitting it. So my point in saying this is that there are going to be times where you're going to feel like you need to slow down in order to speed up. And there are times like that. And hopefully by the end of this video, I can help you understand when that's appropriate and when it's not. But don't second guess your visionary nature. Don't, you ADD folks, you folks that are seasoned in life, 30s, 40s, you got your ADD, you've accomplished some stuff. Don't question your visionary. Like, if you have accomplished things, don't question your ability to be a visionary, your ability to solve problems, your ability to create stuff. Like I said last week in my video, you guys go back and binge watch stuff. If you're brand new, binge watch. I want you to enjoy this stuff like a podcast. So just listen, go listen to your stuff. It also helps the algorithm, right? That average view per viewer score, baby, helps the algorithm get this content out to more. But like I was saying in one of my last videos, I sat down and created this 215-page book in 7 days with deep focus. I'm a visionary. I was like, hey, I'm going all in on this. Boom, did it. And this thing has attracted so many leads into our business. But I jumped on it. I didn't have somebody who was like, oh, we got to slow down. You need to slow down. Let's tackle that in Q4. Dude, by Q4, I will be on to like 1,800 other things. You got to keep up with me. I don't slow down for you. You keep up with me. And I'm a little bit fired up because anytime I talk about this instance, I get a little bit feisty. So brute force. Let's talk about brute force. So I had I have been, with the agency model. I don't know if I've talked much about this. With the agency model, one of the biggest pros of the agency model is that you can make money really, really fast. You can make a lot of money really, really fast. You can build it all the way up to a couple $1 million and not really sweat too hard. The biggest problem with the agency model is that unless you're the Walmart of agency models, like you're catering to the general public at a very cheap price, then you're always going to run into skill limitations, right? Because you can't scale yourself. That's where you're always running into problems. So any of you guys who are like, I'm going to do agency model, dude, go chase it. Go make a bunch of money. Go make a buttload of money. You can do it. It's easy. Relatively easy, right? You just have to, do your thing, prove that you know what you're talking about, showcase your case study results, and then go out and chase more people. And the people will come to you if you do a good job. It's easy to grow an agency to a point, right? Then you hit that ceiling. So we've been hitting that ceiling on and off for the last 3 years. I mean, in reality, we had a great 2021. 2022 was down, 2023 was up, 2024 was up. And here we are in 2025. I think we're going to have a record-breaking month, which maybe we'll see if this person pays. If we get that deposit, it'll be big. Definitely in the second business, I think this is a record-breaking month, so that's good. But again, like, we keep hitting a ceiling because the skill, like, we can't systemize my skills. I can't systemize those. So we've been looking at different business models for the last number of years. And we've tested things a couple years ago, had some success in the coaching space. And then we kind of tapered off on that because the Done For You agency started to pick up. And I was like, I don't know how to market the coaching space. I don't want to get stuck in this, like, I have to do a launch every few months trap or routine that just didn't sound fun or rewarding to me. I really enjoy working with clients who are like, hey, help me take my YouTube channel to 1 million subscribers, or help me get millions of views. And when they do that, and I can just be like, yeah, bro, I'm going to ideate you a freaking viral video. Let's go. And then they do it and it goes viral. Nothing more rewarding. But I've been able to replicate some of that success in the coaching space as well. So that's kind of where we've been looking. Here's the biggest problem. For the last year, I've been kind of like toe dipping, and it hasn't been because I'm hesitant about it. It's because I don't know which direction to take. And then the Done For You agency, it takes up 95% of my time. So I'm 5%ing this, like, coaching, building a different model in our business. So that way we can try to reduce some of our revenue flow from the agency, increase our revenue flow into the coaching business, and grow from there. Well, it hasn't been working, right? 5% effort doesn't get you anywhere fast. And so today, last week, 3 weeks ago, I was approached by a guy who has built multiple 7-figure, he might have cracked 8. I think he has. He built an 8-figure business doing low ticket into high ticket closing, like high ticket coaching or high ticket sales calls. So if you don't know what that means, it's like this. And you guys have probably stumbled upon these things on Facebook, but it's like, hey, for $27, I'm going to give you templates. And then as soon as you buy those templates, whatever it's for, I've bought them for, I bought one for stock trading, spent like $17 or $27 on like stock trading tips. And then immediately they give you an upsell for $300 or for however much. I immediately bought the upsell for the stock trading. So basically, and then from there, then they want to book you a call where you can get online with a stock trading expert to sell you into their high ticket stock trading program, and which is usually going to be between $5,000 and $10,000, maybe even $15,000 on the high end. So this guy approaches me. He's one of our former clients, and he's like, I want to do this for you. I want to work with you. Because for him, he's like, because I want to work with your clients as well. And so if I can help you do this and it can be successful, then maybe, just maybe, you're going to refer me to someone else, and we can have this like symbiotic relationship where we work with each other and we complement each other's work. I can refer leads to you, you can refer leads to me. Everybody's happy, everybody makes money. And I was just like, yeah, let's do it. And he's like, okay, I need $6,000 for the startup costs, so that way we can cover the cost of the funnel development, we can cover the cost of the administrative work and just all the build out, everything. I was like, okay, I'm going to transfer. I trust him because we worked with him and I know he has a track record. Not a mistake at all. Transfer the $6,000 and they have built everything, and it's amazing. We're going to launch this thing next week. I'm super, super stoked about it. But I got to today and I was like, there's so many little things that have been holding me back. Like, even like I've been on ClickFunnels. We're trying to migrate everything over to high level. I haven't been able to find time to create videos for this low ticket or for the program. And finally, I was just like, I'm going to just do this. And I told my director of operations today, I'm like, we're going to brute force this thing because I don't know how to toe dip anymore. I cannot do this 5% thing. And so even if it means that I have to work longer hours, I have to work on the weekends, I've got to sacrifice a date night or just something, something in the short term, like going out with my kids or taking my kids somewhere, whatever. I need to free up some time so that way I can just go all in on this until it's done. And that's the commitment that I made today. And that's what I've been doing. And so far, I've been able to I think I knocked out like 10 or 15 videos. I recorded 3 video sales letters, VSLs, for you guys who speak the language. And I've just been knocking things out, just one after the other, after the other, after the other, because we got to brute force. We got to move fast. So my point in all of this is like, there's a couple of points. Number one, there's always time. There's always time. There's always time. I hate when people say, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I can't do it. You have the time. There's always time. You can find time. There's an old saying, I think I actually said it the other day. If you want to get something done, give it to somebody who's busy. If you want to get something done, give it to somebody who's busy. Like, I have an incredible skill of finding time, squeezing things in, and then also squeezing things in to my day when it's a packed schedule. And that has made me look at things and find the most efficient ways to do things. So it's increased my productivity by like 100 million X from where I used to be. When I was first in business for myself, I wasn't really in business for myself, but I was a contractor. I worked at an insurance agency, and I was in my early 20s. Every day I'd go in, the owner of the agency, the owner of the insurance agency, was an independent brokerage, PNC, property casualty, life and health. I got licensed for all of that stuff. So where my insurance agents at? Leave it in the comments below if you're in insurance. Anyway, so he hired me to be what's called a producer. So basically, I'm just supposed to drum up business. I'm supposed to get on the call, supposed to get on the phone, call up clients, try to sell them more stuff, call up just random people, do cold calling and try to sell them insurance, try to get them to do quotes. And every day I'd come in and I would avoid that work like the plague. I would literally sit, and I told my wife this, probably 15 years ago, so she knows. I felt so bad. I feel so bad. I told my wife this. I used to go in and I would sit and play solitaire, avoiding the work. I would shuffle papers on my desk, avoiding the work, because I didn't want to do it. It was hard. It was difficult. When I could have literally just brute forced my way, like just got ultra productive and just hit it hard every single day, and probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars in insurance when I barely broke my base over the course of the 4 years that I worked for this guy, because I wasn't motivated. Now I'm like, dude, I go all in on the work that I need to get done first. I go all in on the work that I need to get done first, so that way I can get to where I want to go faster. You guys know what that work is. I guarantee you, every single one of you guys who's listening to this, you're thinking to yourself right now, shoot, I know exactly what I need to do. I've just been choosing not to do it. Dang you, Scott. Why you gotta put this on me? Because you need to hear it, bros and sisters. You got to hear it. This is the stuff that's going to make you more successful. And if you're worried about, you're fearing failure, right? You're worried about, like, am I going to fail? Who cares? Get it over with faster. Rip the Band-Aid off. Get done faster. Because at least you'll know. At least you'll learn. If you were like me and instead you're playing solitaire when you should be cold calling, get on the freaking phones. Dial it up. As soon as you hang up, press the button, dial it again. Hang up, press the button, dial it again. Business, I'm going to say something to you that might be groundbreaking to some of you, but it's true. And this, if anything makes you $1 million, it's this. Business is a numbers game. It is a numbers game. If you just keep grinding and taking the right actions, it's only a matter of time. Success is only a matter of time. What happens is most people take far fewer actions in a day than they could. And so it takes them longer to hit success. Or by the time they feel like they've got it figured out, it's taken so long that the industry has changed. And now they got to learn something new. Or the patterns have changed. Now they got to learn something new. If all you do is just grind and you just get to work, and by brute force, you just attack your day, you're going to be successful. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. You know what those things are, you guys. Just go out there and bust your butt and get it done. All right, there's my Motivational Monday for you. Thanks for stopping by. Leave it in the comments if you got any questions. I'm here to help you. Your big brother or little brother entrepreneur who has done a few things in my day. I've got some wisdom that I've built up, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. All right. Almost said I love you. All right, I do love you. Love you guys. Later. Bye.